I'll start rambling on, get us through this. So just give me a thumbs up for you if you can see that screen for me. Excellent. Okay. Just commit 1 2 seconds. So we're going to start with a few things. First thing tonight is going to be 3 sets of 5 Tempo RDL into 10 alternating Cossack squats and 20 alternating shoulder taps. You'll rest 60 seconds between those sets. And then we're going to move into 3 sets of 12 Tempo Goblet Squats with a tempo of 30x1. We'll talk about that in a second. 6 side pillar, reach through left and right. And again, we rest 60 seconds. This is going to be kind of, again, our warm up and preparing us for what's to come. In part B is a 15-minute ladder tonight. You're going to see how far you can go. So you start with 10 Sumo deadlift high pulls, 10 goblet reverse lunges, and 10 lateral object hops. Then you do 20 of everything, then 30. And if you get past 30, you go 40, 50, and you just keep seeing how far you can go in that 15-minute ladder. All right, people? Make sense so far? Great. Okay, so moving you over to Dan. You should be able to see him now. I'm just going to check I've got him on the screen here. Okay, so we're going to start with go through all the movements first, and then I'll hand over to you guys to start this. So we're going to talk about our Tempo RDLs. You could use a kettlebell or a dumbbell. We're going to start with 5 reps. Dan's going to take the kettlebell. He's going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to do like a 3 seconds down. So he's going to send his hips back, shoulders come over. He's going to go just below kind of his kneecap, and then he's going to stand up nice and fast, squeezing his glutes through as he does that. All right, so he's going to do 5 of those. Then once he's done his 5 of those, he's going to move into 10 alternating Cossack squats. Nice wide base, keeping those feet, toes forward, and make sure we're pivoting up on the straight leg onto our heel. All right, notice how he's on that heel of the straight leg. After that, onto the floor, press up position, shoulder taps, not quick. We are looking for kind of that little brief pause and making sure we've got control across the shoulder girdle. All right, and we do 20 of those. Thumbs up, that makes sense. All right, so let's start with RDLs, people. You can also use dumbbells by your side if you need to, barbell if you've got a barbell. Start with 5 reps for me. Dan is going to start now as well. So if you get confused, just follow where he's at. So remember, I want to see a 3 seconds down, and we're doing 5 Tempo RDLs to start with. Okay, so we're making sure that we're feeling the backs of our legs into the hamstrings, glute posterior chain, people. All right, we're trying to prime that and get ourselves ready for what's to come. So 5 of those to start with. Once you have done 5, there's a chat, I'll just check this. Oh, thanks, Sarah. After that, you've got 10 alternating Cossack squats. Watching Dan, if you're confused, giving you a good demo. If you need something to hold on to, do so. That's absolutely fine. This does challenge people's flexibility and mobility. Busy one tonight, 24 of you. 20 alternating shoulder taps after that. Well, you can move through them at a decent pace. Please show me that you have some control, not just tapping ferociously. We are going to ignore the rest, and what I want you to do once you finish that 20 is move straight into your second round. All right, people? So once you've done your 20 shoulder taps, move straight into your second round and get through 3 sets in total, please. Remember, when we're hitting RDLs, people, we are hinging. So you got that little soft knee, the shoulders are coming forward, and you're sending that bum back. All right, don't keep perfectly straight legs, and also don't have very bent legs. That's what then you'll be in a squat position. So just a little soft knee. Think about turning your hips over. As you get a little bit warmer on those Cossack squats, try to either pivot onto that heel a bit more, keep your chest up a little bit more. Hopefully we won't have any internet issues like I had on Friday. But if I do cut out for any reason, then someone's going to have to become coach while I try and rejoin. But seems to be fine tonight. Let's hope we don't meet those same issues. 3 sets, please, of that. Once you've done those 3, you're going to look at the screen for Dan again. And I'll take you through the next 3 sets of movements we're going to go through. I made you host last time, Amir. That's cool. There won't be a finisher tonight. But it'll be a stretch, right? There you go. Excellent, people. So if you're finishing up your sets, just chill out for a minute while everyone else catches up. Right, I'm just looking here. It looks like everybody's kind of nearly there. For those of you kind of just finishing off, just keep an eye on the screen. So Dan is now going to pick up his kettlebell or dumbbell, whatever you've got, and goblet tempo squats. 3 seconds down, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Fast up, little pause, and straight into the next rep. He does 12 of those, all right? Once he's done 12 of those, he's going to go onto a side pillar position, forearm flush on the ground, hand is splayed, feet stacked, arm is going to be up, and then he's going to reach through that gap between him and the floor, making sure his feet stay on top, and he is allowing his torso to come over. That's the whole point of this. We're not just chucking the hand up and down. All right, 6 on each side, people. All right, so let's start with our Goblin Squats again. 12 to start with, 3 seconds down, count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then stand up fast. Off you go. All right, so 12 reps. You can mix this up between a dumbbell, kettlebell, or you can just go body weight if you feel like you just want to go body weight. Remember, with our squat, we're pushing those hips back and down, driving our knees out, weight is on the heels, and so we can wiggle those toes at the bottom. 12 reps to get through. The 3 seconds will cause enough tempo and time under tension to get a little bit spicy towards the end. Once you have done your 12, you're moving into side pillars, 6 on each side. Make sure you get organized first and you're in a good position. Forearms on the ground, my feet are stacked on top of each other. There's a straight line from my head to my toes. Then you can start reaching through, and whatever's behind you, imagine you're trying to reach and grab that behind you. So if you've got your sofa behind you, whatever's behind you, imagine you're trying to reach towards that, whilst maintaining that good side pillar position. 6 on each side. So I should be seeing that shoulder coming over. You've got to get through 2 more sets of that in your own time. Remember, air squats are in, goblet squats, wherever you fancy, all right? But make sure you're going 3 seconds down and then standing up nice and fast for me. Good from here, people. Making sure we're driving those knees out as well to make room for our hips. It doesn't have to be excessive, but you want to make room for those hips, people. Once we hit the bottom, we're standing up nice and fast. Good. Some good movement going on, people. Like it. So all this preparatory stuff that we do, always really important. Just like when you do a warm-up when you come into a class, we're not just always trying to get warm, we're also trying to improve our posture and position and our basic primal movements, all right? As we say all the time, this stuff carries over to everything else we do, all right? So while sometimes warming up can feel maybe tedious, it's a very important part before we work out. Excellent. Once you are finished, and there's still a few of you just hitting this, starting your last set, got plenty of time, no rush. But you should start feeling a little bit warmer now. And if you have kind of finished up, or you are finishing up, just maybe start clearing your space, getting ready for the workout. Nice work, Polly, there, like in the double kettlebells. Good, Tom. On my screen, Dot, it looks like you're descending in an elevator. Nice. Dan's just finishing up his last 6 here, and I think most of you are pretty much at the same point. Right. Right, I'm just going to share my screen again. Dan's getting himself sorted here and just talking again through that workout. So just to remember, we have a 15-minute ladder, 10, 20, 30, sumo deadlift, high pulls, goblet, reverse lunges, lateral object hops, 10 of everything first, 20, 30, and then see how far you can get up the ladder this evening. So let's just talk about sumo deadlift high pulls. We haven't really done many of these actually during lockdown. It's kind of a movement that is usually done with a barbell, but personally we prefer to do it with a kettlebell or dumbbell. So just remember your feet are going to be slightly wider than shoulder width, All right, most people go a little bit too narrow with this, so we want feet slightly wider than the shoulder width. When we come down and take the kettlebell, we're going to keep our chest more upright and our hips kind of more of a squattier position. So if Dan just goes side on for you there. All right, so we're looking for kind of this position here. Show a deadlift, Dan. All right, yeah, just a normal deadlift. You see the difference in the hips. Sumo deadlift, you see the hips drop slightly. Okay, so that's your start position. What Dan's going to think about doing is going to drive through his legs. As he drives through his legs and opens his hip, he's then going to finish elbows high and outside. So first thing he's thinking is drive, open his hip, then finish with his elbows high and outside. From the front, it looks like this. So he's thinking legs, hips, elbows. Legs, hips, elbows. All right. We don't want to see that pull first. The pull finishes the end of the movement. Okay, people? Everybody just go to that object for me. I want you to give me 5 reps of your sumo deadlift high pull. I'm just going to have a quick little scan over everyone as we do that. If you're using a dumbbell, do your best to kind of hold it underneath. We will talk about that variation in a second, though. Excuse me, I forgot to talk about that. So just remember those hips need to be down a little bit more and think legs, hips, then finish with elbows high and outside. Just under the chin, people. Don't hit the money maker. Now, most of you are kind of doing all right there with the dumbbell. Dan's just going to show what we would do with the dumbbell. So you can do it like a normal sumo deadlift high pull, but you could do a single arm variation where you hold the dumbbell like this. You could do a high pull like that, and then obviously make sure you switch elbows as you do so. Okay, people? Goblet Reverse.
Dan, could you do the double one again? I missed it. I was far away.
The dumbbell one, yes.
Yeah.
There he is.
So just keep your fingers in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Excellent. Goblet reverse lunges. We've done plenty of these. You know the deal by now, people. Either hold it underneath with your dumbbell, kettlebell, making sure when we step back, nice big step, hitting that knee on the ground, standing nice and tall. Obviously, we're going to alternate legs as we go. Object on the floor after that, and our lateral object hops. We're going for a side jump. Okay, so just making sure you are clearing that object and trying to jump over something, whatever you've got. Questions, let me know. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to get organized and then we're going to go. Remember, this is going to be 15 minutes. We start with 10 reps of everything. No, we're going for as many, how far you can go, Doc. So you're going to push the tempo. All right, you're going to get after it. First bit was chill. Next bit is intensity. Any other questions before we get going? All right, people. Let's get this going then. So 15 minutes, 10 reps to start with of sumo deadlift high pulls, reverse lunges, lateral object hops, and then you're on to 20 of everything. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Off you go, people. So 10 sumo deadlift high pulls to start with. Remember, legs, hips, and then elbows finish the movement. Think elbows high and outside. You don't need to go above your nose bridge though. Make sure the object is touching the ground if you're using a dumbbell kettlebell. No one's using a barbell, so we don't need to talk about that. Transition into that goblet lunge as best you can. And make sure we're trying to get that knee to kiss the ground. Keep a nice upright torso. Keeping that balance, people. Don't be standing back on a tightrope. So make sure your feet kind of shoulder width apart is what I'd recommend. Object hops after that. Get your hops on. 10 of those. And then you're going to move straight into your 20 reps. 1 minute is gone. As we go through the ladder and the reps increase, it'll take you increasingly longer to complete rounds. And that's the challenge of this. Excellent, everybody. Yeah, some good sumos going on. Joe Orchard, don't feel like you've got to go that close to the ground. I see your dumbbell, so you can just go mid-shin if you want. All right, just noticing your position. So keep your stance, but just don't touch the ground is fine. There you go. Nice, Polly, liking that. Good work. Two minutes has passed. And it's a kind of a medium workout today in terms of length. So find your pace. Good work, Sarah. Yep, nice dot. When we initiate that sumo deadlift, think about pushing the floor away first. It's the same as you picking up a barbell or you're deadlifting, use your legs. Drive through your legs first. Don't bend the elbows until the last minute, okay? Be dynamic with it as you can. Three minutes gone. 12 remaining. So after you finish 20, you're on 30 round. And then after your 30 round, if you get there, it's going to be 40. So you're just adding 10 reps to each movement, each round you successfully complete. And the hops are going to start getting that heart rate up as everything else is as well. But just make sure that you're getting to a good position on that sumo deadlift high pull. You should not be feeling your back, people, as you do this. If you are, you need to drop your hips a little bit more. This is that halfway point between a squat and a deadlift position. You're probably going to have to start breaking the hops up at some point, but try your best to get big sets out each time. About to hit the 5-minute mark, which means you have 10 minutes left. Let's keep it up, people. Let's go. A few breaths and keep moving. And any sort of break you take, count down from 5 in your head and pick it up and start moving again. Nice work, Halami. Those are looking good. Well done, June. You go easy on that knee, though, yeah? Nice, Joe. Good lunges. As soon as you hit that kettlebell under the chin or whatever you're using for the sumo deadlift, think about bringing it straight back down to the floor. So there's not much pause once you reach the end position. So as soon as you get it up there, think about I'm getting back down to the floor and cycling those reps. So you got another helper tonight, Steve. Hey. Hello. Coming up near halfway, people. 7.5 minutes nearly. Come on, LA, keep going. See you yawning there. Too easy for you, is it? All right, over halfway, everyone. Over halfway. So when you get to those big rounds, you probably need to break things up into sets. Sets of 10, try and stick to is a good one. Nice work, Heather. Keep going, Lauren. As you get tired on those sumos, you've got to use your hips a bit more, people. And when we say use your hips, imagine you kind of think about like jumping. If you had to jump, you would have to open your hips. Obviously, you're not going to jump with this movement, but it's the intention of being dynamic. Use your lower body. All the biggest muscle groups in the body are right there. You know, if you want to spice your lateral hops up, you could do a little bit of shadow boxing if you wanted to. We're hitting 6 minutes left now. Near 5 minutes now. Okay, people, we're hitting the 5-minute stretch. So try and complete this round that you're on, and then let's see how far we can get on that next round. Five breaths, pick it up again, let's go. Come on. 5 breaths, do a set of 10. Small numbers. Keep ticking things over. 4 minutes, everyone. Home stretch, let's go. Starting to get that second wind, or just feeling winded. 3 minutes remain. Come on, everyone, doing great, doing great. Let's go. Keep going, Sean. So you got the joggers on tonight, mate. You taking after me? 2.5 minutes, people. Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes. We are nearly done. Yeah, that's right, mate. We are coming up on that 90-second period. Pick it up, Tom. Let's go, mate. Keep going, Chantel. Nearly home. Just a little bit further to go. Nice work, Emily. Last minute, people. 1 minute to go. Ellie, ignore Dan. He's fine. She's looking concerned for you, mate. 50 seconds. 40 seconds and we are done. Thirty seconds. Keep going, Christian. Nearly there, everyone. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time, everybody. Good job, everyone. Take a rest. In the chat, give me a marks out of 10, how bad that was. 10 being pants, 1 being easy. Horrific. 11. Turn out to 11. 12. Tough. Yeah, the jumps into the sumos, I think. The lunges were maybe the respite. That was fucking gross. Last one before your knee up tomorrow, Christian. Oh, well, there you go. Nothing like smashing that knee before you get sorted out. Nice, mate. My legs and arse are on fire after lunges yesterday as well. Says Burnsy. Wow, seems like a lot of lit backsides. That's generally what happens when we do a lot of lunges. Nice. Dan's all right for everyone at home. His back blew up. But we are definitely going to stretch on that matter. So we're going to hit some calves, some back, and I'm going to let Dan decide where we start. So just find some space, people. Well, Dan's going straight to the pillar. So we're going to go for a calf stretch. So find something to lean against. Remember, we're bringing that toe up and leaning into the calf. 10 seconds. Just keep holding that position. 3, 2, 1. Switching legs out. You're right there, Al.
I keep getting lost.
And relax that off. Okay, Dan's taking us to the next stretch. We're going to be sitting on our bums, crossing the leg over, and then we're going to bring that leg to the side. I hope everyone can see that. So one of his foot is on the top of his knee, and then he's pulling that across, keeping his arms out in a T shape. So it's not our usual stretch, just bring the leg across and now the leg is straight. It's a little bit different. We're going to switch sides now. So switching legs and switching the side we were just on. And relaxing that off. Next stretch. Bring one leg in, hugged. Reach down as far down the leg as you can, straight leg. Maybe you can grab the end of the toe. If not, shin, knee, or whatever, or hands by your side, wherever feels comfortable. Dan is then going to reach through, grab his knee. So if you notice on the screen now, he's reaching through and grabbing his knee. Easing that off, switching sides. So we go back to that first stretch on the other side, just reaching down with the opposite arm. All right, so not the same arm, same leg, opposite arm. And then reaching through to grab our knee. And relax that off there. Last one. Little child's pose looks like. Sitting back. Hands out in front. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Monday done, people. Good work. I'll see you tomorrow night with AJ, and then when.
Cheers, both of you.
Hey, Liz.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.